What's up, everybody? It's Lionheart. That's Elton and Heart 16. Welcome to the Pride Lands. If you don't know, I'm currently trying to get a full set of PSA 10 Jolteons by buying, flipping, trading, selling, and doing the whole shebang to get there. And sometimes that means, you know, being patient, and sometimes that means having to pull the trigger on things, and sometimes that means risking some things. And it's not as easy as just buying every card, you know, because I don't have the capital to start there. So I got to start by working my way up and through the grind, and that can kind of be difficult lately because the market that Pokemon is in right now, it's hard to find things to work your way up with, and it's also hard to just find product on the shelves. And so I was doing, you know, randomly, I just check random places. I don't have a good routine. My work schedule is really weird, so I can't commit to like checking a certain store every day at a certain time, or like waiting there and to figure out when they're gonna like drop cards off and to beat the MJ Holdings like person there. And I just don't got the time for it, you know what I mean? So I usually just walk into the store. There's nothing on the shelf, I'll walk out. I mean, you know, I don't think anything less of it. I just like, maybe I can check back tomorrow, or maybe I can check back a week from now, or maybe I can check some other time. But the other day, I was on fire in a weird way. Not in a good, it didn't actually give me anything incredible, but I am thankful for what I found. So I walk into one of the Walmarts in the Tulsa area, and I've got my little route picked out. I don't walk through the little gates. I just walk, I hit a left before I even hit the registers, and just walk straight over to the section and walk through. And as I'm walking over there, I see like some dudes waiting in the aisle. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And so I walk in, and I notice one guy's in a camping chair. And I just like walk right on past them. I was like, what is this dude sitting here for? And then I like start looking through stuff, and I'm like, that's weird, there's nothing here. I'm like, oh, they must know when the person gets here, and they're waiting. And now, like, since I walked past them to look at stuff, they're all kind of looking at me dirty, like I didn't wait my turn to get there. I'm like, it just felt weird. It felt so weird. I text my buddy B-Mart. He had a good joke. I texted my buddy B-Mart. I was like, dude, there's guys with camping chairs out in the aisles in Walmart. I was like, it's super embarrassing. He was like, oh yeah, I bet. What color's yours? Like, asked me what color my chair was. I was like, that's a good joke. That's a good little bit. Yeah, it's just funny. So obviously, if you don't know, there's two places to check in Walmart. You check the front registers, and you check the back toy section. Cards get stocked in both those areas. So I walk back to the back one, same deal. There's a dude with a camping chair waiting just 2 feet in front of the shelf, just in the aisle. And like, I'm just like, it just feels weird, because I should have asked him, how long you been here and how long do you intend on waiting here? Because the camping chair just feels too far for me. And you know, I woke up early to try to catch the prismatic ETB drop for GameStop last week, and thought getting there an hour early was extreme, just to find out that people camped overnight. And like, you know, maybe I'm naive for thinking that like there would be room to show up an hour early, but there was like 100 people that had beat me there an hour early. So I'm like, man, I don't know anymore. I just know like I can't commit that time and energy to that level of this thing. So like, I think I'm just gotta like wait, you know. And so that's just been my experience lately, how weird it is doing that. So anyways, the next day goes by, and I've got like a break from work or something like that. I'm like, I want to go back to that Walmart that people were camping in, or had their camping chairs out, and see what happened. So I go back, and I walk in the aisle, and surely enough, there's stuff on the shelves. In my mind, I'm like, okay, if those dudes were scalping, what did they want? Well, clearly they would want any prismatic that hits. That's top priority right now. If for some reason there's 151, I don't think there's any more 151 coming to Walmart that I'm aware of. And then Journey Together, if that hits, but Journey Together's kind of on the downswing. I'm hearing like a lot of Journey Together's like killing scalpers, and like, you know, there's just, it doesn't move as quickly for as much money and stuff like that. So I don't know. But regardless, I found a lot of sealed on the shelves. There's 4 tins here, okay? But the thing that I'm really surprised I found was this bad boy right here. So we're gonna talk about all the products I found, but this is the steal of the day. This was chilling here. All right, to be fair, Cleaver was super cool whenever Legends Arceus came out. Really cool, just shock value. Not actually, like, it's not going to be anyone's favorite Pokemon. So to have a premium collection box for Cleaver is kind of like whatever. And this box is beat up. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like super dipped in. There's creases all in it. So I'm thinking this must have got shoved behind a shelf somewhere and just damaged. It's like highly damaged on the corner. Like it's like falling, like it's like ripping almost. And so like I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's weird. And I looked past it, looked at these tins back here that I ended up picking up too. But then when I looked back at this thing, guys, look what packs are in this. Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars, and 2 Fusion Strikes. Okay, I didn't get to open any of these sets, and if I was a scalper, I don't know why they didn't grab this set, knowing that Fusion Strikes as like a series is going up. Brilliant Stars, it was fairly popular for people, and Astral Radiance wasn't huge, but it's just super underrated as a set. So of course I grabbed this for me because you know, I grabbed all this other sealed thinking I could sell it at the card show that's coming up on October 18th, Legendary Collection in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have a card show coming up and I'm going to be trying to sell this sealed. So I picked up these. I picked up 4 of these tins, which were the Slashing Legend series. So in these is supposed to be 2 Journey Together packs, a Surging Sparks pack, and an Obsidian Flames pack. So I think these tins will be pretty cool for people to buy at a card show, knowing that they have that in it. So I tried to pick up 4 of them so that maybe I could open 2 and then I could sell 2, and I thought that would be cool. There was a whole lot more on the shelves. I hope you know, I didn't empty the shelves by any means. There was a ton. In fact, I'm going to put up a picture of some of the other products that was up on the shelves as well. But what happened, what was super interesting, is I grabbed this one thinking it was another one of this one. I just like grabbed really quickly because I was amazed. I think I got caught up in the amazement of finding product at Walmart. And it turns out this obviously is a different tin than this. This has Paldea Evolved in it. Like, I think it's supposed to be like 3 packs of Paldea Evolved and then 2 other packs or something like that, when I was watching videos about it. So like, again, I don't understand why these got left while the scalpers were there. Maybe this one makes sense because it's Journey Together and Surging Sparks has a reprint coming. So maybe I could see why these got left. But I don't understand why this got left. Paldea Evolved, which I guess is also getting a reprint, but that Magikarp still goes for like $200 or something like that. So I don't know. I think I did all right. Again, we're hoping to sell all that at the card show, Legendary Collection, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't know what the products will be worth right then, but I know I paid MSRP for cards, and I don't know. I'm not trying to get a steal out of them. I'm just trying to have something to sell at the card show, really. And I'm gonna be really excited. We're gonna open this one today in this video, so that's pretty awesome. But here, I'll flash this video real quick of the other stuff that Walmart had that people just weren't grabbing. If you guys can see, all right, if you guys can see in this picture, there is a ton of Slashing Legends tins, and there's also this Charizard lunch box. I wasn't really interested in the Charizard lunch box, but then there's also these. There's these 2, there's a Palafin EX box and the Houndstone EX box. Both of those had Stellar Crown and Twilight Masquerade. I think Twilight Masquerade is a super cool set. I'm just like not in love with Stellar Crown, even though the Squirtle and Bulbasaur are really cool. It wasn't worth it to me. It wasn't something I'm chasing, or that I think that I could like probably move at a show or anything like that, or that would necessarily just like ramp up in value in my personal collection over time. So I wasn't looking for that. I left those. Again, there's a lot more Slashing Legends that have the Journey Together and Surging Sparks and all that. But I think we made out pretty cool. Like, again, I messed up by not getting 2 of the same set, but I'm actually glad I ended up with this Paldea Evolved one, because I do think that one will be one that sits in the collection and just like gathers value over time, or that'll move at the show pretty soon. So I don't know, I'm happy with all of it, pretty stoked, but I think I'm most stoked about getting to open up this Cleaver box for these awesome packs. So I'm gonna open it up on this big camera, then we're gonna switch to the little camera to open the packs. So here we go. Wish me luck. We have had incredible luck opening on videos lately. So if you guys haven't seen my last video on my birthday, I opened Celebrations and Crown Zenith, and pulled some freaking fire. So I'll put that up here or up here so you guys can go to that and create crazy luck. But last night on Discord, I was ripping with the fellas. We usually rip packs on Friday nights just for fun if we've got them and stuff like that. I ripped some Paradox Rift and some one pack of Obsidian Flames and one pack of base set to with 0 hits. Got nothing. Got a couple of EXs, and that was it. So maybe all my luck was spent on getting the Paldea V-Star from Ground Zenith, which I'm super thankful. Not only the Paldea, but also the Suicune. So here we go with the Cleaver V-Star Jumbo. I keep these in a little box over here. Actually, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the art is great. It's a cool looking card, but obviously since you get it in a box, you don't care, and people really don't care about these jumbos hardly at all. I do eventually want to get my Jolteon Jumbo one graded, but that's about the extent of jumbos that I want or care for jumbos. Comes with both of these promos. You know, one of them is the V-Star, one of them is the V. Pretty cool. I don't know if they were ever comp valuable or anything like that. Future Lionheart, if these are worth anything, throw them up there. I just doubt they are in my current being, but here we are. Okay, kind of neat. We got a little V-Star token. That could be cool on the shelf, I guess. It's actually not terribly made. It kind of actually feels pretty cool. I like that. Set that right there. We got our Cleaver pin. Again, just don't really care about Cleaver that much, but it's pretty cool, I guess. And then here we are with 2 packs of Fusion Strike, 1 pack of Brilliant Stars. Ooh, it feels weird in there. I can like feel... Oh, I wish you guys could feel this. The cards are sitting offset, and I can feel the top card is like bent. Oof, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Well, we'll see. That's in the Brilliant Stars pack. So when we open that, let's feel these other ones. The other ones feel the Fusion Strike feels fine. And then we have Astral Radiance, which has an incredible Dialga and Palkia art that I would love to grab either one of those. So let's take a second to look at the pack value of these things before I open them, and just to know what we're sitting at. Okay, so our single pack of Brilliant Stars, they have listing unopened $7.48. If you come down here to the markets, most recent sale about $7, market price $7.54. The price is on its way up, but with less buying happening at that price. So yeah, I'm again pretty excited that we're getting it. So by the way, we got the Cleaver box for about $40. So between the packs and the cards, we're just double checking to see if there's got a $40 pack value. So that's where we're at. What kind of why we're checking this. So Brilliant Stars gets us to, I mean, we'll call it $7. Yeah, $7 or however much you guys want to keep track with. Fusion Strikes unopened, some listings at $11. Market price $10.71. Most recent sell $11. So I think we can call that about $11. And we got 2 of those, so we're sitting at $22. With the Brilliant Stars at like $28. And then Astral Radiance, this is the cheaper pack out of the group, $6.48. Market price $6.26. Most recent sell $5. So we're gonna probably call that you know, maybe $6. So 12 on top of 28. I mean, yeah, we basically get to $40 of pack value with the promo cards that I haven't checked out yet. So that's oddly pretty fair market value of that box, which makes me think the box is like overpriced, which is weird. So something doesn't seem like it's adding up to me, but let me know what you guys think, if that was a fair price for this box or not. But we're gonna open it up, so let's see. Everybody, Lionheart from the future. So basically what happened math wise, the way I'm choosing to see it, so I'm going to lay all this out really quickly so you guys can decide how you want to value the box or not. The box was valued about $40 MSRP after tax, which typically, usually when you have sealed product, they value basically you can usually add it up to be like $5 a pack, and usually that's going to be the value of the sealed product, which this was not that, because there was 5 packs in there at $5 a piece. And so obviously that math doesn't work, or else it'd only be like 25 bucks, right? Plus tax. But this is sitting closer to like the $40 range, which I don't know why. Whatever. I didn't really ask about it, or care too much about it. But then going back through and looking at the math of the packs inside, I was looking at individual boosters that were not sleeved, and not that these were sleeved, as you guys will see. I'm about to open these up. These came just like these in their regular packaging. But the sleeved products go for a lot more, and sleeved products go for a lot more from what I can determine, about 2 reasons. One of them is the safety of the product. It keeps the actual foil of the pack safe, and also it just number 2, kind of like prevents more tampering and weighing, or just things that could, I don't think you can really weigh packs anymore, but things that could be tampered with on the pack can't be tampered through the sleeve. So usually the sleeved is what people care to buy more, so those prices are higher. I would consider loose packs that come inside a sealed product to be still established at sleeved value. Let me know what you all think. And if that happens, if we did that, then these Fusion Strike packs actually go for like $14, almost $15, which, so 2 of those we're at like 30 bucks, right? And then same with the Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance, like their value just goes up way more. And so we definitely had more pack value than the MSRP value that we paid for it. But all that you just explained, that was where my math was like off. I was assuming that the cost of the box would have matched the typical math of like $5 per pack. It clearly didn't. But also I was using the wrong numbers for the packs on the inside, or maybe I wasn't. Maybe you guys disagree with me. Let me know. Bye. Something I did notice is that there's a difference between a loose booster pack and a sealed booster pack. Like, for example, these if we're looking at Brilliant Stars, these loose, 66 listings at $2.79, whereas like a sealed sleeved booster is $12.89. So these are now considered loose, but ideally when they were in the cleaver box, they're considered sealed. So technically the pack value is, I would put them at these sleeved cost, not a loose booster pack. And that's just something to keep in mind whenever you're buying from people or card stores or anything like that. A lot of time they're going to go off market value, but they might be going off of this market value instead of this market value. And it's important to be able to talk that through with people, of like, knowing what you're getting, and what you can get for what they have or what you have, so just something to think about. So I gave you guys the Booster Stars pack non-sealed cost, and it was like the MSRP value, but that it's probably a bit higher. But okay, here we are set up with our packs. My dog is all up in my business, so he's gonna keep knocking things over. So yes, you see that little nose? That's it. Fusion Strike, Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars. I actually don't know what order we should do this in. Because basically, if we hit this Gengar out of Fusion Strikes, we just hit a freaking gold mine. Again, the Astral Radiance has the Dialga and Palkia arts that are just beautiful. I want to hit those. Like, each one of these has something special. Since there's only one Brilliant Stars, we'll save it for last. Also, it's the one that has like the messed up stuff going on. Like, I can definitely feel the cards are offset in the pack. So we'll save that for last. Let's do Fusion Strike first. And we'll go Bolton first, okay? Let's try this. Let's check this out. All right, no turning back. Okay, I don't want to know if I got the hits or not, so I can't remember about the code card. Hopefully, okay, yeah, so no, we have no idea with the code card. We're gonna go 4 to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna guess Psychic for Fusion Strike. Steel, rough. Fusion Strike is supposed to have abysmal hit rates, and there's like the whole conspiracy that people stole all the hits out of Fusion Strike, and maybe that's one of the reasons why the Gengar is such a high. Oh, I love this Vulpix. Nice. Reverse Hollow Skarmory and Obstagoon Hollow. Okay. But yeah, I just I wasn't collecting during this time, and so I just never opened Fusion Strike. So, which sounds like I saved myself a lot of angst and pain. Okay. So, okay. I just did what I didn't want to do, but I think that's a good code card. So, there's that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to the front. I think Fusion Strike also has the Celebi that I thought was in the Chilling Rain that we were looking through the other day, but I think this has the Celebi, which that would be a pretty cool hit too. It's not one of the more expensive hits out of here. Well, actually it is. I mean, it's sick, but here we go. Breloom V. Not sure. I mean, these old school Vs, I don't think they're really worth anything. But we will check it out. Now we're on to our Astral Radiance. And I just really love the... I think I like the Dialga more than the Palkia, so that's the one we're hoping to see here. I think where he's like floating in the sky and it's just beautiful. I bet you it's really hard to get as a 10. And this one's looking like some edging, so we'll see. Fire. Dark Patch, cool. Dark Patch. Bisharp. Trekking Shoes. Mischievous. Barboach. Pawnyard. Oh, an Eevee that I don't think that we have. Great, going in the Eevee binder. Sick. I mean, I consider that a hit for me, so because I don't have it. Heracross. My buddy just pulled the reverse hollow this last night. That's hilarious. He was opening Astral Radiance. Willfish and Thievul. Tough. Okay. Last pack of Astral Radiance, then we'll open our sketchy pack of Brilliant Stars. So it's looking like we just peed $40 down the drain, which again, ripping is not a good way to improve your collection. Things I have said, but it is fun to do sometimes. 1, 2, 3. B-Star. I think that's just okay. Okay. I don't know what to do whenever they put the things in there, so we'll see what happens. Azelf, Gardenia's Vigor, Growlithe. I like that. Going in the binder. I like that one. Bronzor, Quillfish, Rufflet, Rowlet, Reverse Hollow Eevee. Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh, and Bastiodon. Okay. So nothing out of Astral Radiance other than the 2 EVs that I like and that are going in my binder. Can't pick these up, apparently. Okay, last pack, down to this Brilliant Stars. Okay, again, it just feels so weird in here. The cards are offset. I wonder if I can open them in a way that can show what's happened. Oh, the pack just tore. Not a great sign, typically. But I'm pinching the cards and then pulling this tab to see if you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at all this damage. Yeah, we figured. Oh, yeah. So this is how the cards were sitting in the pack. Very. I don't want to focus on it. Very bent. Very staggered, which is going to just like really damage all the edges, as you can see. So yeah. Code card. Straighten these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The cards are extremely bent, like bowed. This is our hit card. Not looking too bad. Some whitening. We'll see. Lightning. It's good energy for your boy. Brilliant Stars. Choice Belt. Pachirisu. Sigilif. Sigilif? I feel like it's Sigilif. Execute. Farfetch. Is this the same artist that does the Drowsy? I would bet so. Dust School. Ubchu. Dende. Reverse Hollow Hunting Gloves. So, here's our potential hit from Brilliant Stars. Oh, nothing. All creamy. Okay. Well, there's that. Well, everyone, that's the Cleaver box. Again, I've not opened those packs before, so I didn't hate doing that. You know, sometimes you spend 40 bucks to do something you've never done before. It's part of the experience. And, but that is something in the future that I don't have to think about. You know, that is 40 bucks that I won't have towards, you know, whatever the next Jolteon piece comes my way, you know, especially considering the SPCs just came out and they're selling on market for like 240 bucks. Crazy. I really wish I would have been able to get my hands on one of those at like the $80 or $90 price point or whatever they were, but that is life. So I've got some cool things coming up, just some quick announcements, and basically, yeah, the card show's coming up October 18th. I'm pretty stoked about that. But also, it's about to hit summertime, and my schedule gets crazy busy in the summertime. I want to be able to make videos. I don't know how many videos I'll get to make during the summer because I go on a lot of work trips. I'm just gone a lot. In places where I can't record or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know when the next video will be, but I know there will be more videos. So we'll see you around. Bye. Come to the card show, like and subscribe.